Good morning to the grind. Good morning to the grind out there. Good morning to the grind. You're in for a special treat this morning. My name is KeJohnna Owens. You are listening and watching the Grindology101 virtual podcast, where we talk about encouraging, motivating, inspiring people around the world, right in their own backyard, to get up and make a difference in the world with the vision that God has given them. We get to. We don't have to. We get to. We do not have to. We get to. And this morning, I get the distinct honor, privilege, and pleasure to interview an amazing visionary brother I got to meet over a decade ago. We've been developing projects, working with business-to-business promotions. The name of his vision from way back, still going, push, promote until something happens. And he's taken that vision, expanded the vision, opened the platform, and now he's starting his own online conglomerate, if you will, of business development and visual aspect services. Man, Mr. Jayson Dixon, I get to bring you up. Stand by, sir. It's going to be amazing. You're in for a treat today. There he is, my main man, Mr. G. Look at it, man. You waiting on it all to come up, right? You got to put it together. You're the president, sir, so it's an honor. Good morning, my man.
Hey, you know, I died yesterday when I saw your message saying I was on the red phone.
You know, the red phone, man. You call, you like Obama, like, wait a minute, man. I got to step out. I got a ringtone for you. Mission Impossible, man. It's pretty cool. Absolutely, man.
I appreciate it.
Man, you're doing some big things, man. We want to tell the people all about what you got coming up, man. But happy Juneteenth to you, sir.
Same to you.
Think about the opportunity that we have today to do things that, just wasn't in alignment before, and the power that we have as business owners and visionaries to help others do the same thing. Tell the people a little bit about yourself as we get into the meat of the matter today.
First of all, thanks for having me back. My name is Jayson Dixon. If you guys don't know me, you can find me on all platforms under Promote Until Something Happens. It was a vision that we had, 2008. Saw something that wasn't happening in the small business community, meaning that I saw people selling a lot of stuff, but not really building a lot of businesses. They were just selling, but in their mind, they had a company. And till somebody sits you down and really explains to you what's needed, you're really just hustling. And so in 2009, sat down with my brother, talked about, hey, let's help them. My brother actually brought the business to me based on something I was doing for local artists that they were helping, because they're musicians and they're engineers, so they were helping local artists. But what I got tired of was artists were coming in and giving me CDs that they were writing on with Sharpies. And so I started talking to them about branding and, hey, you can't just keep selling them this way. People take these CDs and throw them on their shelf. That's why your music isn't moving. You're not putting effort into who you really want to look like and what you really want to be. So from there, when I stepped away from my brother and their little conglomerate, he called me up and said, hey, these artists are looking for you, bro. You need to start a business. Me, I was like, I'm coming from where I come from, being a foster kid. All I ever was taught to do was work. Just go to work. Just get up, go to work. Life's going to be great at the end if you put in the work, right? So I was like, I don't know what I want to call it. Don't know what I want to do. He was like, man, I think you should call it Push. And I said, man, they already doing that under Pray Until Something Happens. He's like, exactly. He was like, you know what it takes to really get out there and make it work. So while they're, me and my brother, we both went to Catholic schools, and we just learned early that you can pray all day, but if you don't put in the work, or if you don't take those steps that God wants you to take, then it doesn't matter. And that's what happened when Push came into play. We said, hey, promote until something happens. Our motto is, while you pray, let us do the work for you.
While you pray, let us do the work for you. We ask, we pray, we get into prayer, and but immediately it's just a kind of side note. We pick up what we ask him to help us with.
Exactly.
They meet you and you offer a solution, and they just pray for a solution. They just, it's funny about activation. That's why I apply the level of the work you do to match the level of the faith you have.
Right.
Paying the bill, I got the level of the faith to pay a bill. I got the level of the faith to buy a used car. I got the level of the faith to walk into the Rolls Royce dealership and get the one that's spinning in the middle.
Right.
Next week after they put my name in the headrest. What level of faith? We got to
Exactly.
do some work. I don't want that one. I want my name in there. You know what I mean? Jayson,
Yep.
man,
Exactly.
your vision to make an impact, though. Why is it so important to help somebody with their vision? And you apply such a work ethic, and we'll talk about that, but you apply the kind of work ethic to help others. What's inherent in you to do that?
In general is what we're supposed to do. We think about it when you grow up the way I grew up. We were always taught, go to work, go to work, go to work, look after yourself, look after yourself, look after yourself, right? The thing about it is, even if you look after yourself, you never really succeed. You can make money, don't get me wrong. Money is always great. Money is needed on this planet. But what I've been teaching people through the process of what Push do is that money can be made while helping people. For example, in the first couple of years, let's say the first 2009 to 2011, I basically spent, as you know, I spent half my time just traveling from one state to the next, just offering services to people. Not saying that I wasn't making money, because what you do is, like, Push is built on a leverage of, let's say, hardware and software, right? Push says at the end of the day, we if it's something that we could do, how you help me out with some of the stuff that I need and some of the stuff that I put out. If it's something we can do that doesn't take money from us, then hey, I can help you with that, and that's no problem. But if you want the sweatshirts with your logo on there, if you want the business cards, if you want things printed, then that's where the cost came into play. But in people's mind, perception was that, hey, this man is out here helping me build for free. And I don't understand why. So I scared a lot of people based off of that. I scared a lot of customers because they were like, why you want to help? But they didn't understand that help came with, not was it was an immediate impact, but it was that down the line. What we talk about today, that word of mouth, that, oh, I don't have to get up every day and chase a new sale because I'm getting people coming in from other people that I've already helped. So that kind of eliminates that, oh, I got to get out here and hustle every day, because if you help somebody and you give them the leverage and help them get to where they want to be, they're going to tell somebody else who's going to tell somebody else. And you know what's so bad about it? It's a concept that we see every day in marketing on TV, T-Mobile, all the cell phone companies, just using them for example. Hey, come get this phone for free. What happens is, you'll go get the phone and you like, man, T-Mobile gave me this phone for free. You calling 8 or 9 people to tell them about what they do, what they're giving you, not understanding that you're building a marketing thing for them that's helping them gain more revenue. But when you're a small business, you're kind of under a more of a microscope compared to the bigger companies. So they're not looking at you that way. Everybody looks at it like, oh, well, you should just want to help because don't nobody know you. And I preach this all the time. You know this, KeJohnna, that hey, if they not calling you, who are you to charge? If your phone's not ringing and you're offering services, don't hit me up in my inbox offering your services and I didn't ask for it, because I don't want to pay you then.
Attract, don't chase. Attract. And when you
Exactly.
give, it's something about giving, and it's biblical. I always say I'm a babe in the word, right?
Right.
Giving, receive. The more we give, I give so much. I'm out. I'm volunteering in some kind of, and I love what you said. When there's a way that we can add a value, like you said, that doesn't have a cost factor, that can assist another business. We have services that we offer, but I know what it's like getting up and running. I have something that may be able to apply to help you in your business, and we do that, and that's a tenet. That's scriptural. That's biblical.
Right.
That's applying those kind of principles, and that's what you do, bro. And that's why what you're doing is amazing. I know today we got a lot coming up, and I'm going to take a quick break. We'll talk about what's coming in just as a sneak peek. On the other side, when we come back, we're going to talk about this.
I'm
right
so
here.
excited about today. I'm so excited about today.
Oh man, they're not ready. They're not ready, man. You know, this is what we're talking about, the synergistic partnerships. You bring value. It doesn't have to be, it's not competitive. It's, I don't know if it's a word, completive, you know, where you complete each other, you know, you bring a piece to the puzzle that the other one may not have, and you got a partnership.
It's understanding each other's is basically just understanding what each other's value is that you can bring to the table. And with the concept of this show, as we come back in and talk about, I don't want to give a lot of it away now, but as we come back in, I think people will see like, hey, there's a balance. I see a lot of people put on podcasts and they're with a group of people. Have you ever watched one and you're like, they just don't click and they don't see it? That this is going to be short-lived because they don't see that they're not balancing each other. They're the same people trying to run a show instead of looking at it like, hey,
man,
here's the value.
You giving that's too much. There's too much, man. On this side, they got to come back.
All right.
I guess so. When you balance the partnership, right? Do something different than I do in the same scenario of industry. It could be insurance. You don't do life insurance. You don't do health. You know, you find strategic alliances and partnerships. And bro, man, I'm glad that we connected. And people are going to learn a little bit today about the power of relational currency. Stand by. I'm going to bring you back on the other side. We're going to get into the meat of the matter, what's going on with you for the rest of the day, how they can contact you. And I want you to give some points to help people with. All right. Stand by. All right. Listen. If you want to do something with your life, the first thing you got to do is start. Just start. Don't plan it. You don't know. But when you start, people like Jayson come into your life. People like others that you've met that have come into your life and said, you know what, I have a way that it can bring a value to what you're doing. Come to this class. Now, do you go to the class? Or do you listen to the support or the coaching or the mentorship or the kind of things that you're asking for, like we talked about? Lord, will you? And we look down and we pick the very thing up that we just prayed for him to grasp. The help comes. We don't want to invest the time. We don't want to invest the money, or we don't believe in what we just asked for. That's the facts, Jack. We'll be back on the other side. Some partnerships and success. We had a big weekend out there in Pomona this weekend at the 33rd annual Juneteenth JetMec Inc. Festival for Juneteenth. Man, it was amazing. Lots of folks out there to jazz on. Stand by. Partnerships and success.
Welcome to the Jazz Zone. Allow the Jazz Zone to make your next event enjoyable and entertaining. The Jazz Zone is great for private parties, weddings, festivals, fundraisers, grand openings, and corporate affairs. Move up to the next level of entertaining with the Jazz Zone. Check out our website at jazzzone.net. That's JAZZZONE.net. Or call the Jazz Zone at 626-798-6848.
Jazzabrations is unique in the fact that we honor jazz and blues legends over the age of 65 who have contributed more than 25 years to the industry. Our performances educate our families about legacy preservation and as we entertain our communities to have fun and to be educated about keeping the legacies alive.
think big, baby. You gotta think big. It's free, don't cost you nothing to think.
It's gonna be all good.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna do that, man.
Right back at it. Thank you to our partners of success, those that support what we're doing, and those that we support what they're doing out there in the community. Big shout out to Mr. Roscoe Lee Owens of the Jazz Zone. Let's get my man back up on the stage right here, Mr. Jayson Dixon. Push, promote until something happens. Promote until something happens. When we first met, Jayson, as I get ready to bring you back on, when I thought of that, and I saw you do that. At first, you hear it. Promote until push, and then you kept promoting until something happened. And here we are today. Something's happening, man. Something's happening big, man. Thanks for being back on, man.
You know, the amazing part about that is when I created it, the shocker is everybody used to say push until something happened. I'm like, nah, that's not it. And they would get upset with me because they would call me a promoter. Every time I would say what my business name was, and I was like, I'm not a promoter. And people was like, what do you mean? The business says promote. I'm like, but I'm not a promoter. The company's not a promotion company. We're a small business consulting firm. We do promotions. Yes, that's part of what we do. But promoter is somebody that just says, hey, I want to jump on what you're doing and help you get it through. I don't do that. So a lot of people used to be like, but it's no different. I'm like, yes, it is. And when you understand it. So now what I love is seeing people who understand the concept now that, hey, we're here to help you build from start to finish. Just give us, you is your company, your brand. We're like tell everybody, we're your back end marketing. Every company, every Fortune 500 has different levels to it. Understand those levels and you'll build correctly, right?
Absolutely. And I know that most companies or most entrepreneurs, that we are isolated. We know what we know, so we don't attend classes unless you're in a concept that offers, personal and business development while you're involved in. That's why I like network marketing, because it offers you a personal and business development platform, especially for entrepreneurs, because we're out of school. We might have a mentor, but it's kind of learning as you go. You got to have some coaching along the way.
Hey, what I call it in business, when you come out of college, they make you do an internship if you're walking into a business. But a lot of our entrepreneurs, because we chase money, we won't go get with somebody and say, hey, just let me learn. Can I just work for you for 6 months? And I never understood that concept. I was one of the ones that was in college that was like, I'm not going to go do no internship. I need to make bread. I need money right now. Man, I'm so glad I took those interns because it taught me a lot. It helped me make connections. It helped me bring a lot of things to the table. When people come to me and say, hey, what's your degree in? And I tell them, they're like, so you don't have a degree in business? I'm like, no. What I did was go sit with some of the wealthiest people and had them teach me. And I was the runner. I went and got their coffee. I went and took their notes. I carried their bags. But the knowledge I got from them was so great.
I've got a $500,000, annual salary on a monthly basis type, whatever that is. That's my mentor.
I met him
carrying his bag into a meeting to teach us and share with us. And I snatched the bag, right? He said, no. I said, man, you teaching me how to earn, annual salary on a monthly basis. You better give me that bag.
Right.
I got that bag, sir. I don't care what somebody else says about, I don't listen to somebody. I don't follow people that you know what? I do a thing here. And now you got it. Now you got me stuttering. I don't stutter.
I know
none of that kind of stuff, but what happens is we have what's called a breakthrough thought. So on that thought, man, we don't like to listen to those that have forged the way because we think we know the way. I understand. Stand by. Man, breakthrough thought. You know what's coming. So the breakthrough thought. I'm not going to learn anything else because I know everything already. Talk about it, Doc. Talk about it.
Man, you don't even know how much we hear that part. If they only knew. I tell everybody, and one of the biggest things that I say all the time, the worst client to ever have is somebody who had money and they lost it. They're like the worst clients in the world. The reason why, because no matter how much they failed, you cannot get them to see it from another direction. If they made $1 million off a concept, they're going to come in and continue to try. They're going to ask for your help to get them back there, but not want to listen when you try to give them the tools, not just to make the money, but to keep it this time. They're going to look at you and say, nah, I remember when I had, you know how many clients I've dealt with who have lost millions? And in their brain, they can't understand that the reason why they lost it because they weren't structured. So I always try to tell people, like, it's great to walk that slow step. You want to race, you want to be the rabbit, you want to get to that part where the money is just constantly flowing. But people don't even know, KeJohnna, like how we are. We took years to get the revenue that we have, the investments that we build up, the business partners that we have. It took literal years. And I'm talking 2009 till now, 17 years is what I've been in business doing. But it's years of consistently staying with your brand. I see so many people that change up, that one year they're doing t-shirts, the next year they're doing hair weave, the next year after that, and it's like it's all right to, it's all right.
You got me in the back. You got me in the back studio. You know, I'm taking me some notes. I'm learning. Man, you so, man. Look, I digress, man. Continue down the track, sir. Yes, sir.
But no, I was just saying, like, you try to tell them, like, look, you can't say I'm gonna build one brand and then the next day come back and be like, whoa, I had a thought and idea, so I think I'm gonna add to this. When people come to us and they sit down with us, they're impressed because we send out a survey, we send out paperwork for them to immediately start writing things down. Why is that important? Like, tell me, why do you think that's important to small business owners to actually put it on paper?
You have to write the vision and make it plain. That's one of the things. So the notes, they resonate with you after. You know, it's something that you take home. It brings your attention. It's something that you actively do.
Right. But the key part to that is it helps you focus. God said, write it down. God said, put it on paper. That's biblical. It's not something that we just talk about. It's biblical.
If they asked me to bring up the scripture, I couldn't. I say I'm a babe in the word. That's what I mean by a babe in the word.
Yeah.
Write it down and make it plain.
You're right.
Focus. Listen. Be attentive. Yes, sir.
And a lot of the times I get people that call in or call me and they're talking about, oh, this today they called me and said, hey, I want to build this company and this is what I want to do. And the company can be focused on, I want to print shirts and print my own clothing line. Then tomorrow I'll call them back so we can finish the conversation. It'll be like, hey, I thought about adding this to it. What do you think? One of the best motivational videos I saw in 2011. And I think a lot of people missed it because Tyler Perry is somebody that doesn't really do a lot of motivation. He's just a person that spoke. And on this YouTube video he had, it kind of motivated me, even me, because he said, and you might have saw it. I know a lot of people might have by now, but back then a lot of people hadn't. And he said a lot of people came up to him and he was basically like, they were like, how did you know you were going to be this successful? How did you know you're going to have this many plays? And he said, and the key thing he said was, I didn't. He said, when I was in my car homeless, when I was sitting there trying to push one script, that's all I was trying to do. For 2 years, he focused on that one first Medea play. He didn't write another one. He wasn't trying to do another one. It was all about getting that one on first. And that's the hardest thing to explain to somebody. You want to build a business. When I first came out, we didn't offer all the services we offer now. You know what we offered at first? Graphics. That was it. And you know that was all you saw. You need a flyer, you need a website.
What
all
it
we
offered was the visibility and the consistent diligence to master a division, a part of your component. I know we're multifaceted and things, but you mastered the
Yeah.
mundane process of the beginnings, and then, as opposed to trying to catch two rabbits at the same time.
Right. We didn't focus on helping people build their business. That wasn't even a concept in my brain at that time. That was just
Sure.
like, hey, you need to make your artwork look a little bit more better. You need to do this, you need to do that. And as I started to help them, the customers started leading me down the road in which the direction we wanted this to go and
Man,
how we wanted to build.
if anybody says you're not amazing, you call me on the red phone. Remember the red phone? You know, the one that don't have no numbers on it or nothing like that.
Right,
It don't
right.
have nothing. You know, look, you just right. You pick that mug up and you get right onto it, and you got the red phone, brother. We got an opportunity today, man. Just before we get out of here, man, this might be a little extended show, so stay with us. You also have one of your guests here this afternoon to be on your show as you do your kickoff today.
Yes,
You
sir.
know,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
oh man,
I'm
you know,
excited. You got to meet this young man. I can't wait till we get him on the show, man.
oh man,
He flew
I'm
all the
I'm
way to
excited for
Vegas.
it. I get to be on board with you, and
Yeah.
that's super exciting. How about that? That was us up there in Vegas as we talked about it. We communicated over the phone, and what you said, I want to use this instant right now to talk about what you just said about consistency. Now, we met years, decades or
Yeah,
more
about
ago there.
2015.
Yeah, right in Dallas, and then here all the maneuverabilities and everything else stayed in communications, continue to do the same thing, expanded the services we may bring, but it's the same as broadcasting now. You're doing things around the world. You got an opportunity to leverage and help people do some things for themselves with their own independent efforts. And that's the lesson really out of the whole deal of what we're talking about, consistency. We couldn't sit here today and talk about the next steps if each step that we were supposed to take, we did it.
Hey, those steps, and people don't understand, those steps will break you if you don't focus. If you don't, the steps you take to get and be semi-successful. Let's not even say successful because we still got a long way to go. You know my plan. Everybody who knows me knows that every year I add something new to the business. This year is the talk show, but we got something better coming up as well. So
yeah, sure, if you would take a couple of minutes. We got to get ready to get on out of here. But I would like for you to take a moment to share what you got to share with them so they can connect with you. Yes, sir.
All right. So tonight, you guys, I want you guys to tune in. I'm going to check out my Facebook page. We'll have all the links up there later this afternoon. But the Real Talk with Jayson Dixon, it is a show that's based on you guys, on business owners. I'm giving you the platform to talk about you, to talk about your success, but more than anything, I want you to talk about how you got there, the struggles you went through, the things that hurt you, some days you wanted to quit. We know about these things, but here's the whole concept of the show is motivational speakers. They can encourage you, but they're not telling you the real truth behind what it takes to be an entrepreneur, the struggles, the facet, different problems you're going to run into. So this show is built on that concept. We want to talk about you. We want to make you stand out and understand and help people understand that your struggles every day with your business. So we advise you to tune in. It's coming. I'm so great to EEFI Networks for bringing us on. And as you guys see, they got us on Apple TV, Amazon, Roku, Disney Plus, Channel 38 in Houston. If you're out of Houston, you can just go to local TV if you got it. Man, this is so exciting. KeJohnna, I'm grateful for you to come on as my guest host tonight. I couldn't have found a better guest host to help me get this kicked off tonight. And to my guests that's coming on, y'all don't want to miss their story. And they're so great because a lot of people, when I put the link up, KeJohnna, a lot of people hit me up so fast that wanted to be interviewed, but these are people that I saw their business come from nowhere, and to see them where they are today, I had to bring them in. Let's get them. Let's get them. Let's get them.
I'm over here just excited. I'm crunk. Oh, that's the youngsters say. Crunk, right? I think that's not even.
Oh, one more thing, guys. If you got it, download the app.
A while ago, man.
Make sure y'all
the app.
Make sure y'all download the app off EEInetworks.com. All you got to do is go to Google Play or Apple and just type in EEFI, and I promise you it's going to come up. Download the app. That's the quickest way to see it, but I will be posting the links all day on my Facebook page, which is Jayson Dixon, if you know it. If you're on my business page, it's promote until something happens. I will be going live from those platforms as well, but I really want you guys to come into the TV network where you're able to chat back and forth with us. We're able to answer some of your questions, and you'll be able to call in to talk with us live. Sir, I'm so grateful. Thank you for bringing me on this morning, and I can't wait to this evening where we can get this going, man.
Man, I'm looking forward to it. You know, I'm gonna have on my best. You know, sit up straight and everything else. Man, I'll be on Apple TV, man. Thank you for being on Grindology101 and allowing me to be one of the first to share what's coming up with what you're doing, Jayson. Man, I'm looking forward to our partnership and success for the long term. And thank you for the vision that you shared and the power that you bring here, especially on the show this morning, man. I'll talk to you a little bit later.
Hey, thank you so much. You have a great night. Great day. Let's get go.
Man, let's get this deal. Jayson Dixon, man, you gotta check him out, man. Find him all over the place, man. You gotta think about this. What he said was about writing those notes. It's really good to focus. You know, when you're listening to somebody, try it sometime. Try listening to somebody that may be doing what you want to do, the way you want to do it, living how you want to live, the way you want to live, striving to get there, because this is what one thing about success is figurative. Is your success really is the process. That's to get to. Then comes some accolades, and then comes some people that say, I like what you do, or what you do matters. You start to get other people to see. You don't have to tell them. They'll see it. Man, get out there and get it for yourself. As we close out these last few words out there, we got some things coming up out there at Hilltop Jamaican Market and Restaurant Juneteenth celebration today from 12 to 10 p.m. You get out there, they got DJ Bookie out there, live music from 2 to 7 out on the patio. It's going to be really nice. You want to get a chance to check that out. If you have an opportunity to be in the Pomona area, absolutely. If you're looking for the next event to be your best event, you want to book the Jazz Zone. You want to go to jazzzone.net, contact 626-798-6848, and hear cool jazz sizzle. If you're looking to make a difference, you're looking to put yourself in the ownership platform in the industry of travel, you're looking to receive some information that could be life-changing if you allow it. Tuesday evenings, me, my friend, my business partner, associate, brother in success, we get in Tuesday evenings. Contact us for a Zoom ID, get you the information, and we'll see you on the Zoom in the other room. And always, I like to let people know exactly how I may be able to help you in your business. Put yourself in alignment for the success you desire. We'll see you on the other side. Have a good one. Hi, my name is KeJohnna Owens. I am co-founder of Success Express Marketing Solutions. Our business is cultivating more business for your business. I want to tell you real quick about our program that is one of the most comprehensive business development online marketing support programs out there, which is the VASP, VASP, Virtual Assistant Support Program. This system allows you to operate and run your business while we help monitor and help you cultivate more business for your business online. Contact us at 909-686-1698 and visit us online at successexpressmarketing.com. Look forward to helping you take your business to the next level.